And good afternoon. Welcome now to Bobby Strenfel Field here in Poplar Bluff, and we are live from Mules Baseball. We are live on the radio on 93.3 FM, also streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Joining us right now, the head coach of the Mules, Coach John David Patillo. And Coach, finally, we've got sunshine, no rain. It is a great afternoon for high school baseball.
Yes, it is, and it's just so nice to be out here, be in the sun, and you know the kids seem like they're in good spirits, and so it's a good day. It's going to be a good day.
It really is. So let's talk about your team, and first and foremost, how have they stayed loose? Obviously, a little bit of a lengthy layoff from last weekend to now. How confident are you that the boys are ready to go against this team, against Ellington?
Well, the biggest thing we did was we got out here as early as we could, did some work, got some hitting, did some different things on the field, and just trying to get mentally back, thinking about baseball, thinking about things that we've got to improve on. And, but we've got a full week of baseball. We play, the next 3 days. We turn around and play 2 doubleheaders this weekend, so a lot of baseball. Trying to get them mentally ready and prepared for that, in the fact that, they need to understand that all hands are on deck, and there's a lot of guys are going to get a lot of time this week.
So today, I believe on the bump here will be Ryan Tanchaves. So talk about, what is it about him that gives you the confidence here that he'll be able to get some good innings here this afternoon?
Well, Ryan's been throwing well for us. He's going to have to start for us more often. We're going to have to utilize him more as a starter, and I think this weekend, he'll get one of the starts. Either Friday or Saturday, more than likely Friday. So he's just stepped into that role, becoming one of our starters.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the rest of your defense here this afternoon. We don't have much wind. Obviously, how critical will it be for your defense here to play mistake-free baseball this afternoon?
Yeah, it's always important. And our pitchers need to throw strikes to keep everybody involved, so that all the games that we've struggled in, we go to a lot of 3-2 counts, and our defense gets to stand around watching, us not throw strikes. And if we're throwing strikes and they're putting the ball in play, and we just got to make plays.
Offensively, talk about your offensive lineup here. Any big changes from what we've seen here in recent ball games?
No, not really. The guys have been hitting the baseball. We really have. We are looking for guys to hit a little bit more timely in situations, especially when we're close games. And we really didn't get many timely hits the other day at West Plains. And so, staying on top of them about their approaches in the game when we've got to string runs together and put runs together. And so that's a big key for us.
And then talk about Ellington here on the other side. They're coming in 0-8. Obviously, nothing to lose. By talking to their head coach, it seems like they're ready to go today.
Oh, yeah. Coach Jake does a great job with them. They were state champions like 4 or 5 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And, they've got good baseball. They've had good baseball in the past, and they know how to play. And they just got a little dip in talent, I'm sure, right now. But they're still going to be coached well.
And to beat Ellington, in your mind, Coach, get back to 500. And by the way, real quickly, tomorrow I want to remind folks that we're going to have another home game here as well, as Sykeston will play here versus there.
Right. We're going to switch that game to here. It's a conference game, so they wanted to get it in as well. And so they were willing to come here. They'll play as the home team. And they'll bat last and all that, but we'll play it here on our field since our surface is ready.
Awesome. And then to beat Ellington, in your mind, Coach, what's it going to come down to?
Timely hitting, like we talked about, and that's what I'm really going to look forward to. And like you said, playing good defense, playing mistake-free defense.
All right, Coach, best of luck to you this afternoon. Go get them. We'll see you guys afterwards.
All right, thank you.
You betcha. Head coach John David Patillo joining us live as we begin our baseball week here. 7 ball games in the next 6 days. We've got one today, one tomorrow, one on Wednesday, 2 on Friday, and 2 on Saturday. Lots going on. Let's go to a quick timeout. When we come back, we will have much more as our pregame show continues. It is the Mules and Ellington. We are live in Poplar Bluff. We're coming right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. And we are back here live in Poplar Bluff. A big shout out to Coach John David Patillo joining us here to begin our pregame show. I've got Brandon Spain right behind me. Thinks he's a funny guy. We'll get him on here because he does a lot for us. You think you're funny, Brandon. I was listening on my earpods to the commercial timeout, and I opened the door, and I heard a big thud, and I wasn't sure what that was. And, of course, you acted as if I knocked you plumb out.
Yeah.
And that's not what happened.
No, but it was quite funny thinking that you thought you did.
No, I did. I felt really bad for a minute. I can just hear it now. Lawsuit coming.
No, definitely not. But I did have witnesses.
By the way, I was going to tell you, you're going to be a busy man coming up the next few days. We've just got this information from Coach Patillo coming up on Tuesday. It is now official that we will play Sykeston right here in Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, I was got a message earlier today.
No, you did
yes,
not.
I did.
No, he's always going to take credit for. No, actually, you're the one that told me. Actually, so
I got that word earlier today that was going to happen, and I know it's going to be considered a home game for Sykeston. They'll be home on the scoreboard, but glad we're going to be able to get that game in. And not have to postpone or try to reschedule or just miss it. It'd be a big SEMO conference game for us. So excited about being able to have the Bulldogs from Sykeston over here at Bluff and get them play here at our field.
Absolutely. And by the way, speaking of which, coming up this weekend, I've been told for sure we now have a doubleheader coming up on Friday and on Saturday. 7 games coming up this week alone for Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, I believe it's 7 games in 6 days.
Yes, it is.
And so we're going to be pretty busy. And but 4 games in 2 days this weekend on Friday and Saturday, with the Mules kicking off at 5:30 at the Lakerwood. I believe it's all wood.
Yeah, that's a Laker all wood bat.
Yeah,
all wood bat tournament.
So, that'd be fun. It'd be exciting, and just a lot of baseball coming up for the Mules.
Absolutely. So what we'll do, we'll go to break here real fast. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching Mules Baseball live on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Welcome to Ozark Total Healthcare. Here we understand that every family's healthcare needs are unique. Whether you're looking for primary care, behavioral health, physical therapy, or hospice care, our compassionate team is here to support you in every stage of life. Plus, our comprehensive pharmacy and medical equipment service means you can find everything you need right under one roof. Remember, at Ozark Total Healthcare, it's one call, one team, one solution. Visit ozarktotalhealthcare.com or call 573-686-5510 to learn more.
Pizza Inn wants to know, what's your favorite slice? Is it our classic Supreme and all its warm, cheesy goodness? Or maybe it's the Meaty Max with its perfect combination of flavors and textures. And don't forget the fan favorite chocolate chip cookie dessert pizza, a mouth-watering masterpiece. Your Poplar Bluff Pizza Inn serves up all your favorites, so no matter what slice you crave, Pizza Inn will satisfy. Pizza Inn, where family and flavor meet.
Baldwin Toyota presents the benefits of owning a Toyota. Fuel efficiency. Toyota pioneered hybrid technology combining gasoline and electric power for optimal fuel economy. Reliability. Toyota vehicles are known for their durability and longevity, reducing the risk of costly repairs. A strong resale value. Toyota owners are more likely to fetch a higher price compared to similar models from other brands. Experience these benefits and more firsthand at Baldwin Toyota.
Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. As the name suggests, Barker's does more than just towing.
Here at Barker's, we offer a complete line of automotive services, including tires, brakes, alignments, maintenance, and repair.
And for our car enthusiasts, you'll enjoy our speed shop for quality performance parts.
We are locally owned and look forward to earning your business.
And for those times that you need a tow, Barker's Towing is available 24/7 for all of your towing and auto recovery needs.
It's Barker's by request, 573-785-7811.
Here at Mossy Oak Properties Mozark Realty, our clients come first. Our team of full-time agents go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. At a glance, we are outdoorsmen, but if you dig deeper, you will find real estate experts ready to help you write the next chapter of your life. Contact any of the full-time agents of Mozark Realty at 712-2252 or online at mozark.com.
All right, so we are back now. It is coming up on 4:20 this afternoon, and we are going to have some baseball coming your way. Right now, the Ellington Whippets, they are out there doing I.O. as we speak, and coming up now, we will have much more as we continue. We're getting some breaking news coming in to our newsroom right now, and we are actually working on that information to get that up on social media here really quickly, so we'll get that. And I'm actually texting Sean right now, who is back in our news center. It's news that never sleeps, I can tell you that. We've got so much going on. It is amazing how the last few weeks, or really the last 7 days, we have had so much going on, especially in the weather department per se. it is really nice that we are able today, if nothing else, today we are able to just focus on high school baseball for a change and bring you an exciting game coming up between Poplar Bluff and the Whippets out of Ellington. By the way, last season, the Mules actually got a big win in Ellington. In that ball game, Bryce Dobbs went yard in that ball game. He actually ended up hitting a house. Believe it or not, the house was just outside the fence, and he was able to, hit a home run, and it was really nice. And I'll tell you what, that was a really good ball game for the Mules. Mules ended up winning that ball game 11-1. So we will see here coming up this afternoon what's going to happen for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Ellington, by the way, they are coming in 0-8 this season thus far. They are looking for a pretty big win, so we'll see coming up here if the Mules is indeed able to get a win. We're going to find out coming up here a little bit later on. By the way, today, though, it is just a gorgeous afternoon. There is no doubt about it. It is a gorgeous afternoon for high school baseball. We are so excited that we are able to be here to bring you this contest. And I'll tell you what, coming up here this afternoon, you look at these two teams, and right now, Ellington, they've got nothing to lose as they come in. They are 0-8 this year. The Mules, by the way, they are coming in 3-4 so far. So a lot to talk about here as we get set to bring you some high school baseball here live in Poplar Bluff. And if you've just joined us, I will tell you coming up tomorrow, it was supposed to be a away game for the Mules. It's ended up now going to be a home game for Poplar Bluff. So we're going to see kind of how the Mules are going to be able to react to that, as the Mules now are going to end up having 3 straight home games in a row. We've got home games today. We've got officially a home game. I mean, technically it's a away game, but because of the fact that we're going to play at home, the Mules are going to be able to be here tomorrow, and then they will end up being at home on Friday as well, or make that Wednesday rather. So a lot going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, for the Mules, we are so excited that we are home. And, finally, we are back to baseball here today as the Mules get ready to take on the Whippets out of Ellington. Ellington, once again, coming in. They are 0-8 so far this season. But believe me when I tell you that this team, they are ready to go. They are not messing around today. So Poplar Bluff knows that if they want to win this game, they're going to have to come in and they're going to have to play very well. We'll see what happens coming up toward the bottom of the hour, and that's when we will get set here to bring you some high school baseball. We are wrapping up now IO. Currently, we are wrapping up IO for the Ellington Whippets. And by the way, on the mound here this afternoon for Ellington, it'll end up being Lucius Neal. He is going to be making his second start of the season to this point. So we've got that going on, and we are going to wrap up here IO very shortly. And then we will bring you some high school baseball, waiting for the umpires right now. They just arrived, so that means we are just moments away from us bringing you exciting high school baseball. Your Poplar Bluff Mules will be live in action coming up here this afternoon. It'll be the Mules and the Whippets out of Ellington. Right now, I believe we are getting very closely now to turning things over to our good friend Brandon Spain, who is going to be once again on the mic here this afternoon. He is going to be doing the PA, so we'll see coming up this afternoon what the Mules have in store for the Whippets out of Ellington. Tim Hicks, by the way, he is on the camera. I am Frankie Castile, and we are about to see Coach John David Patillo as he makes his way out here in just a moment. He will make his way out to the home plate area, and we'll turn things over in just a minute as we get ready to bring you some exciting high school baseball between the Whippets and the Poplar Bluff Mules. By the way, coming up tomorrow, we will be live in Poplar Bluff. Same start time. It'll be the Mules as they will take on the Bulldogs, and we're going to be here at this ball game. We're going to be here in this stadium, I should say. So we'll see how that all goes as the Mules get ready to take on a very good team out of Ellington. Don't look at their record. I know they're 0-9, but let me tell you, this team, they will be ready to go as soon as we get the ball to drop here. We are waiting for the two actual coaches now to exchange lineups, and they will begin to do that very shortly. And then we are about ready to introduce you to our starting lineups here today. And then we will get ready for the opening pitch, still on schedule for the bottom of the hour. As we are getting our lineups here, everything looks to be good to go. We've got our lineups now in, and we are ready to go for some high school baseball here this afternoon. Both coaches laughing it up a little bit as both coaches, very good friends. They know each other very well. Let's go over to Brandon Spain, who's got today's starting lineups for both teams.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to high school baseball here at Poplar Bluff. We have today's matchup between the Poplar Bluff varsity Mules against the Ellington Whippets. We're going to go ahead and get to the starting lineups today. First for the Whippets. Batting first, number 13, Brock Morey. Batting second, number 6, playing shortstop, Sergio Mascaro. Batting third, number 34, Will Rayfield. Batting cleanup, number 32, Lucas Neal. Batting fifth, 0, Nathan Moss. Batting sixth, number 22, Tyler Light. Batting seventh, number 3, Wyatt Canese. Batting eighth, number 23, Josh Foster. Batting ninth, number 12, Sam Lloyd. And now here's your starters for your Poplar Bluff Mules. Batting first, playing center field, number 2, Dylan Hall. Batting second, playing second base, number 1, Marcus Tabanera. Batting third, playing third base, number 11, Noah Spain. Batting cleanup, the man behind the dish, number 12, Bryce Dobbs. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 16, Cade Huffman. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 4, Miles Johnson. Batting seventh, the man on the hill today, number 10, Ryan Tenchavez. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 13, Brant Bell. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 6, Caden Jenkins. Would everyone please rise and remove your caps?
Now it's time for our national anthem this afternoon. Those famous words, play ball, Brandon says. Let's welcome you back in. It's time for Poplar Bluff Mules Baseball, and let's get going. What do you say? Let's introduce you once again to our lineups here this afternoon, and let's begin with the defensive, or make that offensive lineup here for the Whippets. Leading things off at first base, number 13, Brock Morey. Batting second at shortstop, number 6, Sergio Mascaro. Batting third, he'll be the catcher, Will Rayfield. Batting cleanup it is number 32, Lucius Neal. He'll be the pitcher, batting in the 5 spot. Third base, number 0, Nathan Moss, batting 6th. At left field, number 22, Tyler Leip, batting 7th. At right field, number 3, Wyatt Knies, batting 8th. At center field, number 23, Josh Foster, and batting 9th. At second base, number 12, Sam Lloyd. That is your offensive lineup for the Whippets out of Ellington. Looking around the horn now for your Poplar Bluff Mules. Out in left field, it is Caden Jenkins. In center field, Dylan Hall. Over at right field, it is Brent Bell this afternoon. In the infield, at third base, Noah Spain. At shortstop, Miles Johnson. Second base, Marcus Tabanera. At first base, it is Cade Huffman. Behind the plate, Bryce Dobbs for the Mules. On the mound for your Poplar Bluff Mules, he is making his first start of the season. It is Ryan Tanchavez. He is 0-1 this year. He has pitched 4 2/3 innings so far. He has given up 2 hits, 4 runs, none earned. He has walked 2, struck out 6. He has also hit a couple of batters. His earned run average is .000. And he is 0-1 so far this season. All right, so what do you say, folks? Let's get going for some high school baseball. Boy, we're excited. Tim Hicks on the camera. I'm Frankie Castile, 65 degrees here for the opening pitch. And here we go. We are underway. There's a ground ball hit sharply right to the first baseman, Cade Huffman. And 1 pitch, 1 out. And we are underway here in the top of inning number 1. Great pitch there by Tanchavez. And that one goes, it goes 3 unassisted. And there is the first out of the top of inning number 1. Sergio Mosquero coming up to the plate now. There's a ground chopper. This one to the third baseman, Spain, over to first base in time. Quickly 2 down here in the inning on 2 pitches. That one goes 5-3 on the out. So now Will Rayfield coming up to the plate now. Couple of quick outs here in the inning. And just like that, coming up now, Will Rayfield. He is a senior. He'll be the catcher today. Will Rayfield, rather. He is batting 182 for the season. And there's a strike called right on the inside part of the plate. So glad to have you alongside. It is a gorgeous afternoon for high school baseball. 65 degrees, fouled away to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. I got to be honest with you. I am sitting up here. If you're watching us right now on Facebook, the window you see open on the left side, that's Tim's window. I'm on the far right side. My window is closed. I'm no dummy. It's nice, going to be nice and cool later on tonight. I'll stay nice and warm right here. There's a ground ball. This one gets in for a 2-out hit. Good try there by Miles Johnson. And a runner now on first base with 2 down here in the inning. Good pitch there. Good at bat there by Rayfield as he is able to get that one into the gap between third and shortstop. Rayfield reaches base with a 2-out hit. And now coming up, Lucius Neal. He is the pitcher for the Whippets. He indeed will be the batter here with 2 down in the inning. 2 outs, 1 on here in the top of inning number 1. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous afternoon for some high school baseball. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Tanchavez. It is no balls and 1 strike. We've got some breaking news coming into our newsroom right now. So on our Facebook page, this one ripped to the screen. It is no balls and 2 strikes. Grandma Jackie is watching us, or I should say tuning in. Because Grandma Jackie is tuning in, I wanted to tell Grandma Jackie that Bryce Strickland is a freshman on the Ellington Whippets. Of course, Josh Strickland is his father. Known him for years. Known him since I was a kid. Linda's here in attendance. That's Grandma Strickland, Bryce. We'll see if he gets some playing time a little bit later on today. Didn't realize that Bryce already a freshman. Know what that means, Tim. Inside pitch, Dobbs throws down, and he is out at second base. Boy, what a throw, right on target. Good tag applied, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of inning number 1. That was a great job there by Miles Johnson on the tag. We're back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Tired of wondering where your meat comes from? Country Road Market has the answer. We're bringing the farm straight to your table. From fresh cuts to custom processing, we do it all. Bring us your deer, hog, or cattle, and let our expert butchers work their magic. Skip the grocery store and support your local farmers. Country Road Market is located at 558 County Road 507, just off Highway KK in Wapapillo.
Boy, great job there by Bryce Dobbs once again, as he has a cannon on that arm, and he is able to throw the runner out at second base and get out of the inning. By the way, Tanchavez only throwing 8 pitches overall. Let's get to the offensive lineup for your Poplar Bluff Mules. Here we go. Leading off at center field, it is number 2, Dylan Hall, batting second at second base. It is Marcus Tabanera. Batting third at third base, it is Noah Spain. Batting cleanup, the catcher is Bryce Dobbs. Batting fifth at first base, Cade Huffman. Batting sixth at short, it is number 4, Miles Johnson. Batting seventh, the pitcher, Ryan Tanchavez. Batting eighth at right field, Brent Bell. And batting ninth at left field, number 6, Caden Jenkins. He is a junior, and he will bat ninth here in the lineup. Let's look around the horn over in left field this afternoon for the Whippets. It is Tyler Leip. Over in right field, Wyatt Canese. In center field, it is Josh Foster. Going around the horn at third base, it is Nathan Moss. Shortstop, Sergio Mosquero. Over at second base, it is Sam Lloyd. At first base, Brock Morey. Behind the plate, Will Rayfield. On the mound for the Ellington Whippets, it is Lucius Neal. He is making his second start of the season. He has pitched 5 innings, giving up 12 hits, 18 runs, 5 earned. He has walked 8, struck out 8. He's also hit a couple of batters. His earned run average is 7.00. First pitch up high for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. Dylan Hall leading things off here for the Poplar Bluff Mules. He is batting .412 on the season, right down the pike. There is a strike 1 pitch. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Dylan Hall batting .412 on the year. He's got a couple of RBIs. This one just misses for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Count goes at 2-1. Here in the bottom of the first inning, there's a grounder hit over the pitcher's head right to the second baseman in time for the out. Good job there by Sam Lloyd, as that was hit right over the head of the pitcher, and Lloyd able to come away with a clean out. It goes 4-3 on the out. 1 down here in the inning. Coming up to the plate now, Marcus Tabanera, the second baseman for the Mules. He is batting .350 overall this season. He has had a pretty good season thus far. 2 RBIs here this season so far. There's a ground ball. This one's going to go foul. Right to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. So 0-1 the count now to Marcus Tabanera. Our ball game is being brought to you by our good friends at Ozark Total Healthcare. Also being brought to you by Senator Jason Bean, Maverick Glass, Edmondson, and Holt Attorneys at Law. There's a ground ball by Marcus Tabanera. It is hit hard to Moss, and Moss unable to field that cleanly. We'll see how they score that one. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if that one's going to end up being a hit, because that one was hit very hard on the screws. So we'll see how they end up scoring that one. If I'm a betting man, I would imagine that one's going to be a base hit to the third baseman. I would imagine they'll score that one a base hit. There's a ground ball hit up the middle for another base hit. Noah Spain, quick base hit, and 2 back-to-back pitches on 2 hits. So there you go. That was a nice hit right up the middle there. So now Spain ends up being on base as well, as he goes right up the gut, 2 base hits in a row.
Now batting, number 12, Bryce Dobbs.
So now Bryce Dobbs coming up to the plate now, the cleanup man for the Mules. He is batting .474. He's got 5 RBIs so far this year. There's a rip. Get out, baby, for a hit. 1 run's going to come in. And Spain will wind up on third, and Dobbs hustles his way for a 1-out double. Boy, that was ripped right in the gap there between a short, or I should say center field and left field. Great job there as Tabanera comes up with a hit. So now the Mules now going to have a courtesy runner there on second base. And there's a rip by Huffman. This one out to the outfield. This one goes over the head of the right fielder. 2 runs will come in on back-to-back doubles. That one is a 2 RBI double there. So 2 more runs that come in to score. And just like that, it is now a 3-0 ball game. So Dobbs and Huffman with RBI doubles. Coming up to the plate now. 2 RBI double there by Huffman. Miles Johnson comes up to the plate now. It is a 3-0 score. Inside pitch called a ball. It is 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 balls and, or make that 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0 the count here. Johnson steps in. This one a little bit high as well. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. Johnson stepping in, batting .500 this season. Couple of RBIs. By the way, Cade Huffman, he leads the team right now with 9 RBIs following his 2 RBI double. Mules have 1 down in the inning. 3-0 the count. 3 balls and no strikes, and this one is going to be ball 4. So the Mules now have them on first and second base. So a 1-out walk now to Miles Johnson. Ryan Tanchavez, the pitcher, coming up now for the Mules. Tanchavez batting .438. He's got a hot bat, looking for his first RBI this season. There's a good pitch. That one had some movement on it. It is no balls and 1 strike. So 0-1 the count now. Mules have 3 RBIs here in the inning, a couple of big hits. Count is even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Tanchavez up to the plate now for the Mules. Mules leading it by 3. There's a rip by Tanchavez. This one just goes foul. Woo, that was hit on the screws. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. By the way, tomorrow we're going to be live on the air, same time at 4:30. We'll go live at 4:05. We'll play Fox News on the radio, and then we go live for Mules Baseball. We'll play the Sikeston Bulldogs. It is a home game now. That field has suffered a lot of rain. This one goes foul. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. We were going to be outdoors tomorrow. Not sure if we were going to be able to stream the ball game because we've never done that before. Very small area to stream from over there in Sikeston. But now being a home game, I'm pretty sure that we can leave our equipment where it is. Just misses downstairs. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of folks here watching us on Facebook and on YouTube. Make sure and let us know where you're watching from. There's a foul ball down the third base line. Count is even still. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count now. Lucius Neal comes set. Here's the pitch. This one is popped up by Tanchavez. It goes down the third base line and foul. So Tanchavez, once again, he comes set. And here is the pitch. There's a ground ball hit sharply to Sam Lloyd. It goes over his head, and that'll end up being an E4. And the throw in to home is going to hold the runner up. It'll be Miles Johnson there on third base. So now we're going to see coming in, we're going to see a possible pitching change here. Not sure. So Lloyd will end up getting the air, and Johnson will move over to third base. So now first and third base now. Tanchavez does his job. He gets on base. And we're going to see, believe, Baldwin coming in now. He will be actually, it is a 4-0 game as Tanchavez ends up reaching on an error. And it is now a 4-0 ball game. Still one down here in the inning. No pitching change. We're going to keep it here. So Brent Bell now, the 8-man in the lineup. By the way, Casey Proctor is tuning in this afternoon. Want to give our judge at Casey Proctor some love here. Presiding circuit judge at Casey Proctor. He was selected as Three Rivers College's Distinguished Alumni Award recipient. Congratulations, Judge. I've known Judge Proctor for many, many years, and there is nobody more deserving of that award than Judge Casey Proctor. Up high for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes now. 2-0 the count. Runner on second base now as Baldwin able to get to second base. Mules have them on second and third base. This one is up high for a ball, 3 balls and no strikes. Brooke Lunsford is tuning in. She says, let's go Bell. Talking about Brent Bell batting .111 this season. 3-0 pitch, and threw it off his helmet, and now Johnson comes in to score. Boy, you don't see that very often, do you? The catcher threw it right off the helmet of Brent Bell, and good sportsmanship there by Rayfield as Johnson comes in to score. Baldwin now moves over to third base, and that'll be an error. It is now a 5-0 game. This one, Bell gets in for a base hit. Bell drives in a run. So Bell, it is now a 6-0 game. It is 6-0 now as the Mules continue to open up here on this lead. It is now 6-0. And coming up to the plate now, Caden Jenkins is up to the plate now for the Mules. Jenkins now comes up, takes first pitch up high for a ball. It is no balls, or make that 1 ball, no strikes. Mules lead at 6-0 here in the game. So Bell gets an RBI on that last hit. Mules are going to bat around here in the inning more than likely. It is now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count. So far, Lucius Neal, pitch number 29 coming up here in the inning. This one's popped up toward left field. Light going over to make the catch. So Light now gets the second out of the inning, and the Mules have officially batted around There are 2 down here in the inning. Coming up to the plate now, it is Dylan Hall, who grounded out to second base his first time. Second out of the inning now. So the Mules, Dylan Hall coming up to the plate. First pitch up high for a ball. It is a 1 ball and no strikes. There's a ground ball hit sharply to the shortstop, over to first base, and not in time. It was a low throw. And now runners are going to be on the corners. Runners are on the corners now with 2 down in the inning. That one is going to be, that one will be an error to the shortstop, I believe. We'll see how they end up and score that one. And it'll be an error on the shortstop on the low throw. Bell ends up on third base. And now the first pitch to Tabanera is called a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. Already 3 errors in the inning. Two balls and no strikes. Tabanera ended up singling and scoring his first time here in the inning. Here is the pitch on the way, or I should say, as Neal steps off the rubber. 33 pitches so far in this inning. There's a strike call. Good pitch there to Tabanera. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tell you what, Tim, I love this outfield camera you've got set up, my friend. 3 balls and 1 strike. I don't know how you do it. You outdo yourself every game. Thank you so much, Mary. Appreciate that very much. There's a fly ball. This one towards center field. Foster going underneath it to make the catch. And the side is retired, but not before the Mules end up picking up 6 runs in the inning. On 3 errors, they end up stranding a couple of runners. We'll be right back in 1 minute. Mules now lead 1-0, or make that 6-0 rather, on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
We know that having a strong defense is key to winning any game, and that's why you need Edmondson and Holt, attorneys at law, by your side. Just like the Mules face challenges with grit and determination, Edmondson and Holt will handle your legal matters with that same drive and commitment. From complex cases to straightforward advice, Edmondson and Holt is the strong local defense you need. For a free consultation, call Edmondson and Holt at 573-785-0127.
Attention farmers. Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire is running a farm special on tractor tires until the end of the year. Yes, you heard that correctly. Until the end of the year, Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire carries all the big names you know and trust. They also offer all sizes. No matter what size tractor you have, they can get you taken care of. For all of your tractor tire needs, call Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire at 573-840-5053 and ask for Shannon Bradley. That's 573-840-5053.
All right, so we are back here in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. So glad to have you alongside. The Mules end up picking up 6 runs in that bottom half of the first inning. It is just nice to be back on the baseball field. The last couple of weeks, I mean, we have been bombarded with severe storms, flooding issues. Tonight we're going to have, I believe, a freeze warning in effect for the entire listening area. I'm just glad that we're playing some baseball for a change. Instead of looking at radars, I'm looking at sunshine for a change. Tell you what, it's been a long couple of weeks, and I know the community, they have been just so phenomenal. This one is downstairs for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes, and we are underway here in the top of inning number 2. So glad to have you alongside. 2 balls and no strikes. Tanchavez only threw 8 pitches in the first inning. This one gets downstairs. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 the count. Tomorrow afternoon, we are back here in Poplar Bluff. It'll be the Mules against the Bulldogs. Good pitch right down the pike there. It is 3 balls and 1 strike. Tanchavez looks very comfortable on the rubber. Here is a 3-1 pitch. And good pitch. It caught just enough of the corner on the outside part of the plate. Tanchavez looks in. Here is the payoff pitch. There's a fly ball. This one out towards center field. Hall says, give me that ball. And he will make the routine catch out in center field. 1 down here in the inning. Coming up to the plate now, Nathan Moss. That one goes F8 on the out. And there is 1 away here in the top of inning number 2. So Moss now comes up to the plate for the Whippets. Moss is batting .167 this year, a couple of RBIs. First pitch is high and inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. It is 1 ball and no strikes. Glad to have you alongside as we're coming up on the 5 o'clock hour. Swing and a miss right down the pike. Blew it right past him. A 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count here. The Mules out in front to a 6-0 lead. Swing and a miss. Another fastball right down the middle. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mules here coming up this week. We've got 7 baseball games on the menu. Swing and a miss, and quickly 2 down here in the inning. Good strikeout, the first one of the ball game for Tanchavez, number 7 for the season. Coming up to the plate now, it is Tyler Lipe. He is batting .071 this season with 1 RBI. Here is the first pitch on the way, fouls it off the plate. And Tanchavez says, I've got it, and he makes the play at first base. Good extension there by Huffman, and the side is retired. Well, just like that, another 1-2-3 inning. It took only 11 pitches. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Insurance decisions shouldn't be a shot in the dark. With expert advice, personalized service, and a wide range of carriers, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners should be your first choice. We're not just experienced agents, we're your partners. We offer a wide range of carriers for tailored coverage and better rates. So expect a handshake, a chat, and solutions that fit, like a well-tailored suit. For auto, home, business, life, health, and even Medicare, make Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners your first choice for insurance. It's our family protecting your family.
Poplar Bluff Monument Works is dedicated to care, compassion, and community. For more than 50 years and passed down through generations, Poplar Bluff Monument Works has been an important piece of our community, standing with us in our most difficult moments while we grieve the loss of a loved one. Poplar Bluff Monument Works is there to guide you through the entire process. From vision and design concepts to the expertly etched stone monument that beautifully reflects your loved one's life. Poplar Bluff Monument Works, memories carved in stone.
All right, so we're back here. We're going to have a new pitcher on the mound for the Whippets out of Ellington. I know Grandma Jackie right now, she is tuning in to this broadcast very intently. And the new pitcher, she knows this young man very, very well. His name is Bryce Strickland, as he will get his first pitching experience on the season. So we will see how Mr. Strickland does here on the mound. So Strickland, he has not pitched an inning so far this season. He is now. Here is the first pitch by Strickland up high. It is a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. 1-0 the count here in the bottom of the second inning. So Bryce Strickland getting his first pitching assignment here this year. Takes the first pitch for a high ball. This one just misses a little bit high. 2 balls and no strikes. Up to the plate now is Noah Spain. Spain this season had a base hit his first time. Had a base hit, swing, and a miss. Good pitch there by Bryce. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Got to tell you, Spain singled and scored his first time. I'm rooting for this kid on the mound. Swing and a miss. I've known Bryce for a very long time. I've known his dad, Josh, for decades. Means I'm getting old, Tim. Josh and I grew up together and ended up moving off to Ellington. He's a lineman up in Ellington. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. Here is the payoff pitch by Bryce Strickland. There's a fly ball. This one towards center field. Foster gives way and can't come up with it. It'll be a double. I think Foster may have lost that in the sun. So a leadoff double by Noah Spain. He's got a single and a double. Bryce Dobbs now coming up to the plate for the Mules. So now Dobbs comes up. Spain on second base. Dobbs had an RBI double his first time up. We'll see what he does here. Up high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. Believe just getting this into our newsroom as well. I know Sean's back listening right now. No school for Twin Rivers tomorrow. Just came in. I didn't think they would. Still recovering from a lot of flooding in Butler County. It is 2 balls and no strikes. Our ball game being brought to you by our good friends at Air Solutions, Larry Hillis Dodge, Eye Care Specialist, and Christian Automotive and Tire. Dobbs takes that one for a ride. It is down the third base line and out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike here. Mules have a 6-0 lead. This one fouled away to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count now. 2-2 the count. Also getting this in as well. No school for Neelyville. This one's popped up down the first base line and out of play. Here is the pitch. There's a drive. This one, get down for a base hit. There's a base hit. Spain is going to hold up over on third base. So now runners on the corners. A base hit here by Bryce Dobbs. And I believe we're going to get a courtesy runner coming in for Dobbs. Nope, not right now, we're not. He is going to stay put on first base with nobody out.
Here we go, Kate.
This one is outside for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. This one by Huffman taken for a ride down the first base line and foul. Whew, long to foul ball. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. This one taken down the third base line and foul.
confidence, 1-6, a lot of confidence, kid.
This one by Huffman again as he reaches out for that one. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Here is the pitch. It is outside for a ball. Count is even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count. This one right back up to Strickland. Over to first base in time. A high throw, but good job there by Morey. Or make that by the pitcher, rather.
Number 4, Miles Johnson.
So now there are 1 down here in the inning. Runners now on at second and third base. It goes 1-3 on the out. Miles Johnson reaches out and grabs that one, but it goes foul. It is no balls and 1 strike. Johnson, and he walked and scored back in the first inning. Walked and scored his first time. This one is outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Up high for another ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. And there's a swing and a miss. Count is even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one is up high and taken out of play. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one once again by Johnson is popped up and out of play. Count is even, or I should say ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the payoff pitch on the way. There's a fly ball. This one is center field. Foster comes in, can't make a play. It falls in for a base hit. 1 run scores. It is an RBI base hit. And now runners on the corners. It is now a 7-0 ball game. Good job there by Miles Johnson as he gets a base hit. So Miles Johnson, RBI base hit. It's now 7-0 the score. Spain comes in to score. Dobbs now standing on third base. Tanchavez gets in for a base hit. And another run, it comes in to score. That one goes out to left field. It is now 8-0. Runners now on first and second base. It is now an 8-0 score.
Now batting, number 13, Brandon Bell.
Johnson over on third base. RBI base hit by Tanchavez. So now Johnson, as he advances to third base, it's 1 ball and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. The wind picks up a little bit. By the way, speaking of the wind, tomorrow, the good news is we're not expecting any wind tomorrow. That's very unusual for a ball game. Doesn't matter anyway because we're going to be indoors. Sorry, Tim, you're going to be outdoors, my friend. He's like, no, I'm not. 3 balls and no strikes. Good pitch. Oh, and Brant Bell ducks out of the way on that one. He remembers what happened last time. There's a rip by Bell. This one stays along the infield, and it's not going to be able to make a play on it. The shortstop, Mascaro, could not make a play on it. I'll tell you what, that wind, I really believe, played a little bit of a role on that one. It is now bases loaded, and Bell gets his second hit of the ball game. Caden Jenkins coming up to the plate now. Runners are on every base. Runners now on every base for the Mules. They've got them loaded.
Here we go, 6.
First pitch is called a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. One ball and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. There's a rip down the third base line. It is 2 balls and 1 strike.
Hey, look, you go running now.
Three balls and 1 strike here. 3-1 the count. Three balls and 2 strikes. It is a full count. Runners on every base now with 1 down. Here is the pitch. There's the fly ball. This one out towards center field. Foster gives chase. He's not going to be able to make a play. It falls right in front of Foster, about 3 feet in front of him. A 1 run comes in to score. It is now a 9-0 ball game. So Jenkins with the RBI. It is now a 9-0 game. Believe we're going to get a pinch hitter here to come in. We are going to get a pinch hitter. First pitch is up high for a ball. So Luke Seagraves comes up to the plate now. It is now 2 balls and no strikes here, or 3-0 rather. And it's ball 4, and another run that comes in now. And coming up to the plate now, Grant Hill It is now a 10-0 ball game. So Grant Hill comes up to the plate. Takes the first pitch for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. Quickly, 3 balls and no strikes here. Three balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss. It is 3 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 away here in the inning.
Here we go, Grant. Go the other way, kids. A lot of confidence.
And strike 3 is called. And the Mules have batted around here in the inning.
18 for 11.
Now coming up to the plate now is going to be Gavin Caudell. So Caudell, this one got him and hit him on the inside part of the plate. And now it is an 11-0 ball game. And we're going to see the coach coming out now. And we're going to see a pinch hitter coming in for Dobbs. Pinch hitter is going to be Clayton Schalk now. We'll see what the coach does with Strickland. We're going to get a new pitcher to come in. So we will be back. Don't go anywhere. Let's step away for about 90 seconds. We'll come back with the new pitcher on the mound. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Russian Towing and Automotive is here to help. A cracked windshield or unexpected car trouble? Russian Towing has you covered. Since 1956, the Russian family has been dedicated to keeping our roads safe. Now Russian's Towing offers comprehensive auto repairs, on-site windshield repairs, and full windshield replacements. Whether it's a cracked windshield, an oil change, unexpected car trouble, or you need a tow, it's Russians to the rescue at 573-785-6349.
Hey Mules fans, hungry for a deal? Head over to Subway in Poplar Bluff where you can buy 2, get 1 free on footlong subs all day long. Whether you're fueling up before the big game or celebrating a win, Subway has you covered. Don't forget to ask about our team deals and catering options. Perfect for any sports event or team gathering. Subway, food that fuels the Mules.
And we are back here, and the Mules now find themselves on top here by a score of 11-0 is the current score. And coming in to pitch now for the Whippets is going to be at number 12, Samuel Lloyd. And the first pitch is going to be in for a base hit. 1 run will score. It is now a 12-0 ball game. So Lloyd.
Now number 8, Drew Cooper.
So Drew Cooper now coming up to the plate. Cooper now coming up to the plate. This one popped up, and the side is retired, but not before the Mules end up picking up. As the Mules come away, it's now a 12-0 ball game as Cooper ends up and pops out to second base. The side is retired. Mules get 6 runs on 7 hits, and they leave them loaded. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
At Air Solutions, your home's comfort matters. And for many years, Air Solutions has been the area's trusted local name for heating and cooling. Their unmatched expertise keep your home running perfectly and comfortably year-round. Whether that's keeping you cool in summer, warm in winter, or the lights on during a power outage, Air Solutions' skilled professionals are ready to serve you. And they always respect your time and hard-earned money. For reliable and honest service, trust Air Solutions in Poplar Bluff, 573-840-0844.
All right, so we are back here, and now we're going to see a lot of substitutions here. We are seeing a lot here, and I believe Miles Johnson, he is going to move in from shortstop, and he is going to be the new pitcher for the Poplar Bluff Mules. So he will be the man on the bump here right now for Poplar Bluff. And going over to shortstop for the Mules, believe is going to be, it'll be Baldwin. He will be over on short. So Baldwin now will be the new shortstop for the Mules. Drew Cooper will now be over there on first base for the Mules. Over on third base, it is Caudell. Out in right field. Out in right field, or make that left field for the Mules, it'll be Season Good. So he is going to be out there. Center field, it'll be Seagraves. Out in, Jackson Beast will be out in right field. So everybody getting some playing time here today. First pitch by Johnson, called a ball. 1 ball and no strikes as we are in the top of inning number 3. Here is the 1-0 pitch. There's a rip. This one out toward left field. It drops in for a base hit. So the Mules give up a leadoff base hit to Kanice.
Now batting number 23.
Josh Foster now comes up to the plate. Runner on first base with nobody out. Here is the pitch on the way. This one is downstairs. It goes to the very top of the backstop. And it comes right back down as Schock is able to get right to it. It is 1 ball and no strikes. Here is the 1-0 pitch outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count now. 2-0 the count. Here is the pitch on the way. 2 balls and no strikes. This one fouled away, out of play. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and 1 strike here. Three balls and 1 strike. Three balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch on the way. Good pitch, strike 2. Here as Sam Lloyd comes back up to the plate.
Sam Lloyd.
One the count. Fouled away to the screen. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch. Runner takes off, a swing and a miss. And there's 1 down here in the inning. Good pitch. So 1 away. Runners now on second and third base. We are back to the top of the lineup.
Now batting number 13, Brock Morey.
So back up to the top of the plate now is Brock Morey. Morey with runners on second and third base. Here's a swing and a miss.
Hey, he can get there. Miles, he's playing back.
So a swing and a miss, no balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count. Pitches downstairs for a ball. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mules now trying to get out of this inning, giving up no damage. Here's the pitch and called a strike 3. Good pitch. 2 down in the inning now.
Now batting, number 6, Sergio Mascaro.
And Sergio Mascaro coming up to the plate now. 2 down here in the inning. It's 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 the count. Johnson on the mound here, getting his first inning in here in the ball game. Pitch number 18 coming up. Two-0 the count now. So 2 balls and no strikes. There's a fly ball. This one's going to get in for a good job there by Baldwin. Boy, that one looked as if it was going to get to the outfield, and Baldwin doing a great job of bringing that in, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the inning. It'll be Johnson, Baldwin, and Beast. They are all due up in the bottom of the inning. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember, Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Well, the Mules are up here by a score of 12-0 here, and the Mules now, if they can score 3 runs in this inning, then the ball game would come to a close on a run roll. Couple of hits in the inning for the Whippets. They strand a couple of runners on base. So the Mules now coming up to the plate. Johnson did a great job, just threw 19 pitches overall, and that is it. So now we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning, so let's see what the Mules are able to do as we get ready As we get ready now to come back to live action, we are in the bottom of the third inning for the Ellington Whippets. So we'll see here coming up to the plate now. So Brock Campbell coming up to the plate now. Campbell is going to come out. And he will be the batter here for the Mules. Brock Campbell. First pitch is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 the count. Strike 1, good pitch, 1 ball and 1 strikes. This one has popped up along the first base line, and the sun plays an angle, but good job by the first baseman there, Maury, as Maury is able to track it down for the out. 1 down here in the inning. Good job there by the first baseman.
9 for 10. Now batting, number 9, Beckett Baldwin.
So Baldwin coming up now to the plate now. Beckett Baldwin. There's a fly ball. This one out toward, it's going to drop in for a base hit. Boy, good job there by Baldwin. That was in no man's land, and he will now be on first base. 1 down here in the inning, and a runner now on first base. Jackson Beast now coming up to the plate. So for the Mules now, strike is called. It is no balls and 2 strikes. Runner on first base. There's the ground ball hit hard by Beast, and they're going to go to second base for the force out. Not going to get him at second base, or first base rather. Good job there by the third baseman for the force out. So 2 down here in the inning. It's a fielder's choice. It's going to go 5-6 on the out. Popped up this one out toward center field, and the catch is made as Season Good ends up and pops out to center field. Well, we're coming right back. We're going to play another inning. Don't go anywhere. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball back in 60 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Welcome to Ozark Total Healthcare. Here we understand that every family's healthcare needs are unique. Whether you're looking for primary care, behavioral health, physical therapy, or hospice care, our compassionate team is here to support you in every stage of life. Plus, our comprehensive pharmacy and medical equipment service means you can find everything you need right under one roof. Remember, at Ozark Total Healthcare, it's one call, one team, one solution. Visit ozarktotalhealthcare.com or call 573-686-5510 to learn more.
All right, so we are back here, and we're going to get a new pitcher on the mound for the Mules. And the new pitcher's coming up. It'll be Brock Campbell. He is going to get his opportunity here. So we are getting some information coming in from the Poplar Bluff R1 School District. The condition of roads here has improved significantly. However, transportation departments has determined the following route adjustments will need to be made for the bus riders in order to safely resume school on Tuesday. We're going to get this posted right to our social media page right now as we speak, so that way we can get that out there for you folks to look at it. But it looks like that schools are going to be resuming in Poplar Bluff coming up on Tuesday, and that is some good news. Well, I guess it depends on who you ask. Some may not like it, others might like it a bit. All right, so Rayfield now coming up to the plate now. He is coming up to bat here in the top of inning number 4. First pitch is on the way. It is downstairs for a ball. We are off and running here in the top of inning number 4. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. It is a 1-1 count now. 1 ball, 1 strike awaiting on deck. Lucius Neal. This one is outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Strike 2 is called. A good pitch. It is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch outside for a ball. Count is full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming by Brock Campbell on the mound for the Mules. Swing and a miss, down on strikes. Good pitch. 1 down in the inning. Lucius Neal coming up to the plate now.
Number 32, Lucius Neal.
So Neal coming up with 1 down here in the inning. 1 away. Ooh, good pitch. That one had some movement on it, folks. No balls and 1 strike. This one is popped up along the first base line, and this one's going to fall in just in foul territory. It is no balls and 2 strikes. So 1 ball and 2 strikes as that one is just outside. 1-2 the count now. By the way, coming up tomorrow, we are back on the air, same time at around 4:30. There's a swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs here. And there are 2 down here in the inning. 2 strikeouts.
Now batting, number 0,
Nathan Moss is coming up to the plate. I was going to say, coming up tomorrow, we are going to have it is 1 ball and no strikes here. 1-0 the count. Strike is called. It is 1 ball and 1 strike now. So 1-1 the count. Not sure about that interruption there. We apologize for that. Not sure what happened. It is 2 balls and 1 strike.
3-1-2.
Strike two is called. It is a 2 balls and 2 strikes now. It is 2-2 the count. 2-2 the count here in the top of inning number 4. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. This one is fouled away, just stays alive. 2-2 the count with 2 down in the inning. 2-2. Mules trying to get to the bottom of the inning. Mules, if they end up scoring a couple of runs in this last part of the inning, then the game would end on the run roll. Swing and a miss, 3 strikeouts. What a job by Brock Campbell. Let's step away for 1 minute. Nobody left on, no hits and no runs. We go to the bottom of the inning. Seagraves, Hill, and Caudell. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Baldwin Toyota presents the benefits of owning a Toyota. Fuel efficiency. Toyota pioneered hybrid technology combining gasoline and electric power for optimal fuel economy. Reliability. Toyota vehicles are known for their durability and longevity, reducing the risk of costly repairs. A strong resale value. Toyota owners are more likely to fetch a higher price compared to similar models from other brands. Experience these benefits and more firsthand at Baldwin Toyota.
Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. As the name suggests, Barker's does more than just towing.
Here at Barker's, we offer a complete line of automotive services, including tires, brakes, alignments, maintenance, and repair.
And for our car enthusiasts, you'll enjoy our speed shop for quality performance parts.
We are locally owned and look forward to earning your business.
And for those times that you need a tow, Barker's Towing is available 24/7 for all of your towing and auto recovery needs.
It's Barker's by request. 573-785-7811.
All right, so we are back here. It took only 16 pitches at that time, and the Mules able to get out of the inning, giving up no hits and no runs and nobody left on. 3 strikeouts. 3 strikeouts in that inning, and now we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. And let's see now what the Mules are able to do here in the home half of inning number 4. So now Seagraves comes up to the plate. We've seen a lot of fresh jerseys out there in this ball game, and I know Coach Patillo has to be happy with that for sure, as the Mules currently have a 12-0 lead. First pitch on the way is outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Luke Seagraves, and we are off and running here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bottom half of inning number 4 now. Mules up by a dozen runs. There's a swing and a miss. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count now. Poplar Bluff just high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. By the way, coming up tomorrow, we will be here in Poplar Bluff. Tomorrow's game is going to be a critical one for the Mules. It is a SEMO conference game. This one's going to get Seagraves in the back, and he will trot down to first base. Mules get their leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the inning. And now coming up to the plate is Grant Hill. So Hill now comes up with 1 on and nobody down. Bottom line, if the Mules are able to get 3 runs here in this inning, then the game would end. First pitch is called a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. Mules have a runner on base. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Fouled that one away. It is a 2 balls and a 1 strike count. 2-1 the count. Runner on first base, nobody down here in the bottom of the 4th. Mules here trying to come away with the win. They're in great shape here to do that. Mules in great shape here. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 the count, and this one is going to get down. I believe it would have been ball 4 anyway. Now the runners are on first and second base.
Now batting number 18, Gavin Caldell.
So Caldell coming up to the plate now. Back-to-back hit by pitches. Runners are on first and second base. This one gets away, but the runners stay put. It is 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count. This one is getting outside here. 2 balls and no strikes. By the way, coming up this weekend, a little bit of change in plans coming up on the weekend games. We've got a doubleheader coming up on Friday and a doubleheader coming up on Saturday. We'll play on Friday at 5:30 and then again at 7:30. It is 3 balls and no strikes here. Here is the pitch, and this one misses inside. It is now bases loaded with nobody out.
Now batting number 19, Clayton Shaw.
So now Clayton Shaw coming up to the plate now for the Mules. Shaw now has an opportunity to drive in some runs. Strike is right down the pike. It is no balls and 1 strike. So on Friday, we'll be live at 5:30 and 7:30. I'll be riding over with the team. I believe we're leaving at 7 o'clock in the morning. This one hit him, I believe. It did hit him, and a run is going to come in to score. It is a 13-0 ball game now. 3 hit batsmen in the inning and a walk. And it's now 13-0. And now we're going to see the pitching coach come out, or the coach come out. We might be getting a pitching change. And we're going to get a pitching change. So let's step away, Tim. Let's step away for 1 minute. We'll come right back and tell you who the new pitcher is. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Baldwin Toyota presents the benefits of owning a Toyota. Fuel efficiency. Toyota pioneered hybrid technology combining gasoline and electric power for optimal fuel economy. Reliability. Toyota vehicles are known for their durability and longevity, reducing the risk of costly repairs. A strong resale value. Toyota owners are more likely to fetch a higher price compared to similar models from other brands. Experience these benefits and more firsthand at Baldwin Toyota.
Pizza Inn wants to know, what's your favorite slice? Is it our classic Supreme in all its warm, cheesy goodness? Or maybe it's the Meaty Max with its perfect combination of flavors and textures. And don't forget the fan favorite chocolate chip cookie dessert pizza, a mouth-watering masterpiece. Your Poplar Bluff Pizza Inn serves up all your favorites, so no matter what slice you crave, Pizza Inn will satisfy. Pizza Inn, where family and flavor meet.
So the new pitcher coming in now for the Whippets will be Nathan Moss, wearing number 0. He will be on the mound for the remainder of this ball game coming up. By the way, if you've just joined us, Poplar Bluff Schools will be in session coming up tomorrow. Make sure, go to our Facebook page. We've got some bus route differences that we want to tell you about. They had to do some alternate bus routes to make sure they were able to go back to school. So make sure and check that out right now on our Facebook page. Bases are loaded. It is currently a 13-point ball game right now for the Mules. Poplar Bluff trying to end this ball game here in the inning. It is a 13-0 ball game as Drew Cooper now comes up. Cooper has an opportunity, a base hit, will more than likely end the ball game. There is a ball to the backstop. Mules, good coaching there by the Mules as the coaching staff just stays put, or the Mules base runners rather stay put. So now Moss comes set. Here is the 1-0 pitch. This one gets away as well, high over the head of Drew Cooper. It is 2 balls and no strikes. So tomorrow we are back on the air, same time at 4 o'clock or 4:05 rather. It'll be the Mules against the Sikeston Bulldogs. And I don't know exactly at this time who's going to get the pitching count. There's a fly ball. This one's going to drop in for a base hit. 1 run is going to score. And they've only got just the one play there. Could not make the out. And the Mules now, they, with a big base hit that time, drive in a run. It is now 14-0.
Now batting number 14, Brock Campbell.
It is 14-0. Mules now have an opportunity to end this game. There's a ground ball. This one is probably going to end it. They're going to go home, and the Mules are going to end up as it'll be a fielder's choice, and I believe the game is going to come to a close. And that is the ball game. And the Mules now end up with a 15-0 lead. Poplar Bluff now is able to come away with the win. They now go to 4-4 on the season. It took 1 hour and 25 minutes here to complete this ball game as the Mules are victorious here in the ball game. 1 hour and 25 minutes. All right, so let's go ahead real quickly and let's go to break here. When we come back, we'll break it all down for you as the Mules are victorious here this afternoon. Mules get the win, 15-0. Let's step away for about 2 minutes on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Hey Mules fans, hungry for a deal? Head over to Subway in Poplar Bluff where you can buy 2, get 1 free on footlong subs all day long. Whether you're fueling up before the big game or celebrating a win, Subway has you covered. Don't forget to ask about our team deals and catering options. Perfect for any sports event or team gathering. Subway, food that fuels the Mules.
At Air Solutions, your home's comfort matters. And for many years, Air Solutions has been the area's trusted local name for heating and cooling. Their unmatched expertise keep your home running perfectly and comfortably year-round. Whether that's keeping you cool in summer, warm in winter, or the lights on during a power outage, Air Solutions' skilled professionals are ready to serve you. And they always respect your time and hard-earned money. For reliable and honest service, trust Air Solutions in Poplar Bluff, 573-840-0844.
Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. As the name suggests, Barker's does more than just towing.
Here at Barker's, we offer a complete line of automotive services, including tires, brakes, alignments, maintenance, and repair.
And for our car enthusiasts, you'll enjoy our speed shop for quality performance parts.
We are locally owned and look forward to earning your business.
And for those times that you need a tow, Barker's Towing is available 24/7 for all of your towing and auto recovery needs.
It's Barker's by request. 573-785-7811.
All right, so we are back here live in Poplar Bluff, and joining us right now is the head coach here, John David Patillo. And, Coach, first off, I'll tell you what, you look at that score, 15-0, and your Mules had it going on from the very get-go. But let's talk about something that we don't get a chance to talk about and that is this game turned into a lot of fresh jerseys coming in, and I want to go to the pitching overall. Great job by Miles Johnson. Boy, he had a great game. Ryan Tenchavez, these guys were on cue in this ball game and really setting the tone early for your Mules.
Well, that was our intention, to get those guys some opportunities and, give Ryan a start, give these other guys a chance to throw, knowing that we've got to use them at some point. And, I thought Miles did a good job. Brock did a good job.
He had 3 strikeouts. He did phenomenal.
So those guys, and we had Dylan ready to come back in if we win another inning, so that, again, to get him an inning or so and get us a chance to get prepared for, the rest of this week and what all we've got going on.
The Mules here in the first inning, I want to go back to the first inning. A base hit here by Tabanera, then a base hit by Spain. Back-to-back doubles by Bryce Dobbs and by Cade Huffman. And that really, to my mind, Coach, set the scene as your Mules scored 6 runs in the first inning, added 6 more in that second inning, and then 3 right here in the fourth.
Well, it was good to see us put the ball in play and do things and not try to come in here and try to do more than what we should have done. And I thought the kids did a nice job of that. And like I said, this is, when you've been off as much as we have with the weather and all, the big thing is to get us prepared tomorrow for Sykes and for a conference game. And so this was a good day for us to come out. We got a couple hours in of working out before we started the game, and hopefully that'll get us prepared for tomorrow.
Now, I know that you haven't thought about it much right now with it being a big conference game, but, today you didn't have to use many of your bullpen guys or your starters. So, really, tomorrow everybody's available. So, who are you leaning toward right now? If the game was right now, is there one pitcher over the other? You're like, you know what? It's a conference game. He's going to get that start.
Yeah, Jackson's going to get that start. He's been
Oh, you already know. Wow, okay.
Yeah. So he's ready to go. Why wouldn't I know that?
God bless Kathy. She's on her A game. I know she's the one leaning toward. By the way, where's my bologna sandwich, Coach?
She's not on her A game because she didn't bring your sandwich.
You didn't bring me a sandwich.
No.
She's a legend.
Promised you.
She's gold. She's a legend. Let's talk about the rest of the week, because not just tonight, 7 ball games in 6 days. How do you keep the guys fresh, and more importantly, your bullpen, your starting pitchers? How do you keep them ready to go, knowing that we have, a big week of high school baseball, 7 games in 6 days?
Well, just as long, we've been off so long, the kids are just ready to play, and we're ready for them to play. And to be back out on the field, and after we didn't get, to really do a whole lot last week or week and a half or so. So they're ready, and we're ready. You get to this point, and you've spent so much time in practice, and it's game time, and it's time to go play. And it's kind of how we set it up. This week and really last week should have been a lot more games.
Sure.
And you add this weekend, we would have had in a 2-week period about 11 or 12 games, I think is what we had scheduled. So it's just that that part of the season where you got some tournaments, you got some things going on, and we had the trip planned to go to St. Louis, and that got canceled. So it's time to go play, and we're just looking forward to this week, and hopefully we've got good weather all week long.
I will ask you this again tomorrow, but right now, as we get a fresh eyes on the Sykeston Bulldogs, how big will it be for this team to enter SEMO Conference play at the end of tomorrow 2-0?
It'd be important. It's always important. It always gives us a chance to get a decent seed in the conference tournament, and then give us an opportunity to go play and compete.
Absolutely, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win, 15-0, and go enjoy this one. We're back, I believe, right here tomorrow, being at 4 o'clock. First pitch at 4:30. Should be a good one between the Mules and the Bulldogs. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, thank you.
You betcha. Coach John David Patillo joining us live on the postgame. The Mules getting the win tonight. They go on to win 15-0. And before Coach leaves, we got to ask him one question. Very good. He said yes. I had to turn the mic off to make sure he was cool with it. Good job, Tim. Good catch. All right, so the Mules getting the win. By the way, the Mules pick up 15 runs on 14 hits, no errors, and Ellington picks up no runs on 3 hits, and they commit 3 errors in the ball game, and that'll be it. The next time that we're on the air comes up tomorrow. It'll be the Mules as they take on the Sikeston Bulldogs. That one should be a good one as well, as the Mules will end up here playing a lot of games here this week. 7 and 6 days. By the way, the Mules end up getting this one. They go on to win this ball game 1 hour and 25 minutes. And for the Mules, or I should say not for the Mules rather, but for the Ellington Whippets, they will end this game. They are now 0-9 on the season. So for Poplar Bluff, the Mules get the win. Big win for the Mules, 15-0. The Mules now are 4-4 on the season. They do climb back to 500. Our ball game is being brought to you by our good friends at First Midwest Bank. Also being brought to you by Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Also being brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, our good friends from Russians Towing, Baldwin Toyota, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners, and being brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties, Poplar Bluff Monument Works, and Pizza Inn, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, Country Road Market. Also being brought to you by Subway, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Edmondson and Holt Attorneys at Law, Maverick Glass, Senator Jason Bean, and being brought to you by Ozark Total Healthcare. For Tim Hicks, I'm Frankie Castillo. We are saying so long tonight from Bobby Strenfel Field. We are back on the air tomorrow, 4:05, and that means our first pitch is coming your way beginning at 4:30. Thanks again for tuning in to Mules Baseball. We'll catch you back here tomorrow night. You've been watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.